Hey adventurers, thank you for watching. My name is Trophy System and in today's video I will show you how to beat the 3 main bosses in the dungeon Cutter's Cry. In the first boss battle we have to fight an Ant Princess. As a tank, grab the boss's aggression and phase her away from the rest of the party. This boss uses 2 different attacks. The first attack is a cone-shaped AoE attack it will cast in front of itself. For the second attack the boss uses, it will cast a silence debuff on a random party member. This silence debuff can be removed by a healer. Next to the main attacks there will be a new mechanic you have to tackle in this fight. When the princess is down to about 50% of her health, new adds are summoned to help out the princess. To prevent the adds aiding the princess, have the healer taking the aggression of the new adds and kite them around the edges of the arena. In case you don't kite the different adds, the princess will gain a defensive buff and will gain some of her health, which will make it pretty hard to kill it. While the healer is kiting the adds around the edges of the arena, keep focusing your damage on the princess and the boss will be defeated without too many problems. In the second boss fight you will have to kill a giant tunnel worm. During this boss fight some new mechanics will be introduced again. To start it off, have the tank grabbing the boss's aggression and phase it away from the rest of the party. This boss uses 2 main attacks. The first attack is called Sandstorm and will do a cone-shaped AoE attack in front of itself. The second attack this boss uses is called Sludge. For this attack the boss will target a random party member and will cast a sludge debuff on the person hit by it. The sludge debuff will result in pretty big damage over time, so it is advised to remove it as soon as possible by a healer. When the boss is down to about 75% of its health, the boss will dig itself into the ground and start moving around. When this is happening, move to one of the dirt plateaus on the edges of the arena. If you stand in the path of the worm and get hit by the sand columns, you will receive big hits and can easily result in dying. After the boss reappeared, it will start using its 2 different main attacks again. When the boss is down to about 50% of its health, it will dig itself back into the ground again. Just like the first time this happened, make your way up to the dirt plateaus. This time the boss will use a new mechanic called Bottomless Desert, pulling all the party members to the middle of the arena. After being pulled to the middle of the arena, try to get back to the edges as soon as you can, since the boss will be shooting up from the ground again, resulting in massive damage if you stand too close to it. When the boss is down to about 25% of its health, it will dig down into the ground again and will be using the same attack it used in the first phase. Keep doing your damage after it reappeared and it will be beaten pretty quickly. For the last boss fight you will have to beat the Chimera. This boss fight is hands down the toughest fight you have encountered so far and will test your reaction time and knowledge about the fight to beat it. To start it off, have the tank grab the boss's aggression and phase away from the rest of the party. This boss is having 3 different heads which all do different AoE attacks. The 2 heads on the sides of the chimera will do cone-shaped AoE attacks to the flanks of the boss, while the head in the middle will cast an AoE attack in front of itself. While fighting, keep an eye out on a message indicating 3 different attacks the boss will use during the fight. During the fight, 3 different messages might pop up. The first message we got during this fight is indicating the ram's eyes burning blue. When you see this message, run away from the boss as soon as you can, since this message indicating a point blank AoE attack is incoming. When hit by this point blank AoE attack, you will receive massive damage and a frostbite debuff, which will result in damage over time. Next to this point blank AoE attack, you will be warned for a second attack. For this attack, the message indicating the chimera's eyes are focusing on a single target. When this message is indicating, the player marked will see an orb floating towards itself. Pull this orb away from the rest of the party and it will explode after a couple of seconds. If you do get hit by this orb, it will result in a pretty big hit, and when hit by the orb you will get paralyzed. The third message that might pop up during the fight is the message indicating the eyes of the dragon are burning violet. This message is indicating a mid to long range attack is incoming. When you see this message, try to get into point blank range of the boss in order to dodge this attack. If you do get hit by this attack, it will result in a big hit and it will leave you paralyzed. To sum it up again, the blue eyes are indicating a point blank AoE attack is incoming, while the violet eyes are indicating a mid to long range attack is incoming. When the boss is down to about 30% of its health, it has one final trick up its sleeve. For this attack you will target a random party member with an ice AoE attack. After casting this AoE attack, an icy circle will appear in the arena. When standing in this circle you will get the frostbite debuff again, resulting in damage over time. Keep dodging the different attacks and you will get your new dungeon completion. This will conclude this dungeon guide. I hope you found it helpful. If you did find it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV videos. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them in the comment section.